Good morning, Year 2. It's Mrs. Whitworth here. Today we are going to have a go at drawing a flower and then colouring it in using a flower or some leaves or pencils or pens if that's what you have at home. Now on Monday I asked you to just gather a few things together, which was a flower if you could find one. Any sort of flower. I've got a couple here that I've managed to get. Some leaves, if you can find leaves. Here's one that I've scrunched up a little bit and I'll show you why in a minute. Also, I asked if you could get a pebble or a stone, something that we could paint, and either some paints or some nail varnish or even just some pens and pencils. Now we are going to start today by trying to draw a daffodil and colour it in using the daffodil head. Now it doesn't have to be a daffodil, it can be any flower or plant. Now I tried one earlier and it actually came out quite nice. I will show you, and that's the one I coloured in using the head of a daffodil. So we're going to have a go. Now when I did mine, I actually drew it with a normal pencil. But I'm going to have a go now at drawing it using a yellow pencil, because then when we colour it in, it will look a little bit better. So we're going to start by just doing some nice, big, daffodil shaped leaves. Now they don't all have to be the same size and shape. If they're a bit off, it really doesn't matter. And then in the middle, you can see on a daffodil, we've got sort of a trumpet, it's called, a little trumpet bit. So we're just going to do some little fluted bits in the middle. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to do a double one actually, like that. And then we will have a stem on the bottom, which you can put on using a green pencil if you have one. And then we'll colour it in using a leaf. So first thing we're going to do is just pull the head off the daffodil so we can get rid of the stem, and then we're just going to scrunch it up into a ball, really, just so it's like that. And then carefully you can rub it onto your flower and colour in the leaves. And it's really, really nice and soft colouring. And it's quite lovely to do, but when you see the colours, they're so pretty. But again, it doesn't have to be a daffodil. If you've got a different sort of flower, that's absolutely fine. You can always have a go at doing different flowers when you see them. And just get ahead of one of the flowers and see how they work. Because I've got a bit of a pink flower here as well that I wanted to have a go at. Now you can go right round the middle, because I'm going to show you in the middle minute how we can make that stand out a bit more. So there is the first bit of the flower, which I think looks really, really pretty. Now just to make it stand out a little bit more, I'm going to use an orange coloured felt tip pen just to go around the fluted bits in the middle on the trumpet, to make it stand out just a little bit more. And if you wanted to, you could go around the outside of the flower as well, which I did with my first one. I just started going around the outside of it and make it stand out a little bit more. But this one I'm going to leave as it is, just so it looks a little bit more softer, a little bit softer. Right, now I'm going to try something that I haven't tried yet. So I'm going to get a leaf. This is just a little plant leaf as well. Scrunch that up into a ball, and then I'm going to see if I can get it to colour green on the stem of my flower. And it has worked quite well. You can do some little leaves if you want to as well, just at the bottom. And there we go. There's a nice little flower and stem. And again, if you wanted to make it a bit more green, you could go over with pencil, or you could shape your leaves a little bit better like that. And if you wanted to, you could put some little green leaves in between the petals as well. just to make it all stand out. And then just brush the last bits of flower petal away, and you're left with a lovely, lovely picture, which would be quite nice maybe to use for a Mother's Day card, as it's Mother's Day in just a few weeks. So there is our picture of our daffodil, using a daffodil head and a leaf to colour it in. Also, I asked you on Monday if you could get a pebble or stone for me. Now, if you've got those, that's great. I'm going to post another video just showing you how to paint or colour in some nice pebbles. It might be nice if you could get a few little pebbles together and you can make a little pebble garden. So keep watching and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.